today's Zoom, whether you like me, whether you hate me, but you invested in ONF, please join. Whether you like me, whether you hate me, I have no problem. But my goal is to provide leadership. That is all. Okay. All right. So good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, welcome to today's call. This is my second Zoom of the day. But today's Zoom is going to come with an announcement. And I want to be very clear. I want to make sure that my camera is on. Those of you who are only in Loomx, please, my first sharing may not concern you, but it concerns people who have participated in one of our previous projects as a community of crypto ambassadors. So let me start. Number one, I will use the X account. I believe I have X account. Let me just start from there so that I create a simple understanding. For those of you who have not yet understood, for those of you who have not yet understood, okay. So let me start from here. So I'll share my account and then share my X account to give a thorough communication. If you can hear me, give me a yes in the chat. I believe you can chat with me direct. If you can hear me, show me either thumbs up or yes, if I'm loud and clear. I just want to communicate straight on point, no time to waste. Okay. So I will just get into this. I believe here I'm very far. Okay. So what I'm going to share, they're basically very important announcements. And I know some of you could be familiar with them. They all appear on both pages. Just I'm trying to find it very fast. This was Christmas. Okay, they appear on so many websites, but I just want to get one. This was 5th of January. Okay, this was I don't wanna take a lot of time with this. Okay. It may take me some time to find that official announcement. Maybe I'm bypassing it. Okay. All right, so there we go. I want to make it very clear. There was a giant entry in the Pact Core Status Global Recognition. Nix Foundation, a Sweden-based backed up by NOCAD government and the Middle East Sovereignty Funds, has officially completed a full acquisition of Oracle Foundation. I want to make sure that people have clarity. Okay. They acquired Oracle Foundation, and Nix Foundation has made a strategic 10 million strategic investment in botchain. So they created a new network called botchain. And botchain designed a product. I'm not promoting anything, but I want to create clarity, especially people who invested in ONF, and has formally designated Pact as a core standard for next decentralized computer networks. So the new product is Pact CA, which is dealing with the use of phones, laptops, to be operating in a decentralized way, like we shall talk about. So when they bought ONF, ONF went off, and now their new product is bot chain. So meaning all our funds. The reason is simple. ONF had tried to create their own decentralized exchange. It didn't work out. Their only payway system of a card didn't work out. So they failed to win. So what they decided is that not to lose their ecosystem, they make a partnership. And they made a partnership. Give me a thumbs up if that is clear. I want to go straight to why we are here now. Give me a thumbs up if that is clear. So that means that the price of ONF went down up to $1. And since it went down up to $1, the goal was it goes up to $1. Then the whole data means the value of ONF is going to be moved to a new ecosystem. A new ecosystem or a new network called bot chain. Bot chain is a blockchain. And they are going to be introducing an era of open decentralized computing. I may not dig deep. Now, what has happened? Okay, so this is their community. This is their X account. And this is what is going to happen. Okay. On 25th of February, which is next week, on 25th of February, which is next week, the bot chain is going to launch officially. But they have to transfer data. What is data? Kabanda had invested $5,000 in Aura. Kabanda had invested $25,000 in ONF. This is data. They are going to transfer data into this new bot chain and give us equivalency according to the price of carry packet. Give me some thumbs up if that is clear. They are going to transfer data. Give me some thumbs up if that is clear. They are going to transfer data. So they are going to transfer information from the previous two products to a new chain. And in that process, the announcement is very clear. Number one, all your data from your ONF and your Aura will first go into your wallet. All your data from your ONF and your Aura will first go into your wallet. Give me a thumbs up if that is clear. Give me a thumbs up if that is clear. But for ONF, so they will go live on 25th and they will transfer your data because they made a partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, when projects fail, they disappear. Give me a thumbs up if you know that. There is no project that fails and creates a partnership and moves the data. When projects fail, they disappear. But these guys are going to move your investment value according to the value of the bot chain. It is expected, according I was reading, $10 to $15. It will be more valuable. Is that clear? I'm not sure about this. Me, I give you my personal research, but I have no guarantee. So what are you going to do? Simple. I'm sharing my second screen. You must do this before 25th. If you don't do, you lose. Then me, I go to Loomx because I was tired of being hopeful. Every time I need hope, no more hope. This is what you are going to do. Simple. Come into your Aura. The challenge you are going to face, you need some BNB. Start claiming all your staked ONF. For example, I have this bonus. I claim it. I put in my wallet. You claim. It will go to your wallet. You claim. You need some gas. That's going to be the biggest challenge. But you need to claim all your ONF so that it gets in your wallet. Once it gets in your wallet, you don't need to do anything else. That is the first step. You need to claim all your ONFs. The challenge is you will need some BNB. To claim all your staked ONFs, you will need some BNB. And what will happen? All your tokens will sit here in your wallet. You need to do this before 25th. You need to claim it off from ONF, their ecosystem, so that it sits in your wallet. Is the message clear? I'm done with this. That's all you need to do. That is the announcement. Nothing else. I'm communicating about that. So once it will be done, before 25th, their next move will be now to transfer that data to their new bot chain ecosystem. Give me some thumbs up if the communication is clear. Now I want to invite our trainer for today, because me, I'm done. Unless he has changed his mind. I want to invite our trainer for today. Sir, if you are available, just raise up your hand. Then we move to something else. If you are available, sir, just give me a location that you are available. Then we move to something else. Okay. Let me take over. I don't see him here. Now, I'm here to discuss about 3 important things. Number one of the major reasons why in DeFi, I decided for the last 25 days to take Loomx very seriously. First and foremost, in Loomx, there is no hope. There is no hope. I no longer live in hope. I no longer live in uncertainty about market changes, market diversions. I no longer live on news. For the last close to 5 years, even in DeFi, I have lived in hope. I have lived in uncertainty. I have lived in believing that one day I will be successful. But for the last 25 days, since I made a decision to join Loomx, Loomx has paid me some good money, not yet too much, but very reasonable. $5,139. My fellow Ugandans, how much is this? This is very good money. That's why I decided to take Loomx very seriously. And the beauty is, I don't need to do anything. The AI automatically deposits money to my wallet. Whenever it hits $5, it sends it to my wallet, 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 to my wallet. And these guys have proven out of reasonable doubt. And I want to thank the crypto ambassadors community for really working very hard. You are unbelievable, because in the last 25 days of working with you, 1,321 people have made a decision to join us on this journey. And in the last 25 days, over 330,000 US dollars plus have been invested in our community in the last 25 days. Could we give some thumbs up to the crypto ambassadors community? Hey, I know there are those who don't like us. There are those who hate us, but this is significantly a statement that we are available for the last 25 days. Now, this is not just that we are available. This shows you how powerful Loomx is. This shows you how reliable Loomx is. This shows you how sustainable this business is going to be. On my personal investment, I want to be very grateful that Loomx has introduced two mind-boggling ideologies. Number one, the ability to pay close to 1% every single day, which has moved my investment of $200 to give me, of $2,000 to give me $515 in profit. And also my investment of $1,000 to return $262 in profit. And I decided to compound. As Loomx is planning to launch their full ecosystem in May this year, as one of the new ecosystems that are here to provide 3 to 4 major services in the crypto market space, I want to be very grateful for their approach, sincerity, and the ability to bring a new system. A system, ladies and gentlemen, that revolutionizes arbitrage. Arbitrage is not a very easy business because not all the time it is profitable. It is not a very easy business because not all the time it is profitable. But these guys have basically introduced a system that even when they go into the market and don't make profit, you can be able to see and track. But even when they make profit, you are able to see and recognize. Could we give Loomx a thumbs up? They provide you every data. Let me take this example. They provide you every data of every transaction. Whether they have made money, they show you. Not like these businesses I have done before, whereby I trade, I get liquidated, but I still show my profit. Give me some thumbs up if you have been there before. You trade, you get liquidated, and you jubilate about your profit. We are winning, we are winning, we are winning, we are winning, we are winning. You are just trying to manipulate someone so that they join you. I have been there before. When I trade, I get liquidated, but the software reports the profit. Then I tell people, we are doing overwork. So today, ladies and gentlemen, you can see on my screen, I wanted to use this that was profitable, but I can also use the other one that never had profit. You can see that this guy used a capital of $15.7. What did he do? He went into what? Goose facts. Before I get excited about goose facts, I needed to ask myself, is goose facts rare? So I go like an ordinary man from Masaka. I want to read the name as it is, Goose FX. Goose FX. Then I ask it, what is it? Hey, Goose FX, what is it? So they are searching what is Goose FX. Ladies and gentlemen, this is evidence that the data being provided exists. GooseFX is a decentralized financial platform that is built on Solana blockchain that offers advanced trading tools in fully on-chain way. On-chain meaning they can be trackable onto the blockchain, meaning that you trade directly from your wallet. It is decentralized. It has perpetual futures. It has non-fungible tokens, and it has the Goose FX token. Good. It means that Goose FX exists. He says in the next way that he sold on Drift Protocol. Before I get excited, the question is, what is Drift Protocol? What is Drift Protocol? So I come here. What is Drift Protocol? How many are still following? Hey, I know those who hate new knowledge have already left. They are very annoyed because when I shared the announcement, they are still suffering from the pain of the past, but it's okay. So Drift Protocol also exists. This means that Drift Protocol is there. Hey, Drift Protocol is there. It exists. Now, next question. I am tired of future. Hey, the other program will continue. Now, the next question, ladies and gentlemen, is that he says when he does the transaction, he gives a transaction hash. Below is a transaction hash. So let me tap into the transaction hash. It takes me direct to the Solana ecosystem. But I have a feeling that this guy might have connected this thing on his code. Let me copy the signature. The signature, ladies and gentlemen, is the transaction hash. So I will just go independent, find a browser of my own, come here, write in Solana Explorer. What is an explorer? An explorer, those of you who are new to cryptocurrency, we define cryptocurrencies into 4 types, but I'll take only 2. We have a coin and we have a token. A cryptocurrency that has its own blockchain is called a coin. And a cryptocurrency that is built on the top of another blockchain is called a token. So it means that Solana is a coin that has its own blockchain. Now, the Solana Explorer is a system that is going to help us check whether what has been said really is happening on the Solana blockchain. Give me some thumbs up if that is clear. You see, when I lost my first $100,000, I was very annoyed. Whenever I met someone talking about cryptocurrency and blockchain, I used to get annoyed because I had lost money before. I was ever annoyed because I had lost money before. And I did not like anyone to talk about cryptocurrency. But there is one thing I realized, that if I will succeed, failure is part of success. And if I don't fail, it is very hard for me to become successful. And the reason why I'm here today is because I have lost in the past. Give me some thumbs up, people like me on the call. You are here because you have lost in the past. You are here because you have wounds of the past. And you are deciding not to repeat your previous mistakes. But some of you, when you lose, you get annoyed. So I'll pick the explorer. I want to prove whether this guy is really buying, is not confiscating data. So what I will do, I will paste the signature. Bam. Good. Let's go into the signature. It is loading. It's bringing data. Let me drink as I wait. Is it my network? Why is it overlaying? You are overloading. I don't see my... It is overloading. What is happening? What's up with my network? Do I need to use, iPhone? iPhone is a very funny phone. It can keep you somewhere. Let me first confirm this hash. 5VCC. Or I choose another explorer if this one is very slow. Back. The other one thinks a lot. I need someone who has serious business. The other guy overthinks. You see? See, some of you get annoyed faster. Now, this is the transaction details of everything. That of everything. But I don't wanna focus on everything. I want to focus on the summary. The summary. So let's go back to the transaction. So here they provide the details on how they moved from here to here to here. This is the detailed summary. So ladies and gentlemen, you can either pick the buy, the sell, any of your choice. You go independent. If you don't want to follow this Explorer direct, but this Explorer here is very slow. You copy the transaction hash and you can be able to verify that what is being talked about, what is being explained really exists. Am I speaking to someone? What is being talked about, what is being explained exists. Okay? Every details of what happened are here. So basically, to me, what I will talk about is one thing. proven by these guys of Loomx. They are really providing a service. Now let me share my other screen. Time for learning now. Having given you the proof, the biggest question you would ask me, Julius, what is the way forward? I want to speak to two kinds of people. Those that fear taking risk, those that are risk averse, and those that love taking risk. Now, Loomx has, number one, it's true that Loomx buys and sells in an arbitrage way very fast with different strategies. This is true. Proven, tested, proven, it's real, it is happening, and it is true. To me, that was very important. But then, I do not control how Loomx operates, and that is true. So because Loomx buys and sells, it has the power to provide its profit. Because of high market manipulation, I will never go back to trading. This one, I will stay here in decentralized finance and find businesses like this. Anybody who brings trading to myself, I wish you the best. Why? Yeah, I'm not interested in making money and losing it and making it and losing it. And I'm like a fool rotating in one place. I make money, I get excited, I invest it again, I lose it. Because you will agree with me, there is no more money in sport. There is no more money in sport markets. The money is in leverages or futures. But where the money is, even exchanges themselves, they liquidate. Give me a yes if I'm right. This is not feelings. This is the reality. This is the reality. You make your profit, the exchange sees you are over profiting in 1 minute. It drags the market the opposite direction, then the market continues. You lose. Manipulations are too much. So there I'm not coming. I better earn like a small 1% given to me by this arbitrage for 360 days. And I have the power. If you could understand the power of compounding, sacrifice my $1,000 for 1 year and turn it to 40K. To $40,000 in 1 year by taking my 1% and compounding it. And I can do it consistently for just 1 year. But since Loomx, I'm looking for someone who fears to take risk. But since Loomx will be launching in May, I want to give it a benefit of doubt for someone who fears a lot of risk. Today, I'll take March, which is March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Meaning that I have 10 months. Someone has a message here. Let me see what he says. Someone says many are in compounding, but unfortunately, we don't know how long the project will last. Do you know when you will die? But you are still alive. So me, I'm giving you 10 months. I want to give you a benefit of doubt, especially if you fear so much. If this guy are launching their project in May, from May, give them 6 months, which means that it can give you the power and ability to have less liability and be able to become successful. My name is Kawanda Julius. So even if you say, I will lose the money, since this guy has not yet fully launched their product, because their product, they are adding more things. After launch, give them 6 to 8 months. And your investment approach will be, I'll take my 1%. I will take my 1% and earn it per day, compound it for the next 10 months. You'll have turned your $1,000 to $40,000. But if you can't afford $100, you can't afford $1,000. If you can't afford $1,000 and your risk appetite is 100, is 1,000 and below, I can do 100, 200, 300. There are things you must accept. And for you, I'm going to speak to you on a personal basis. If you cannot afford investing $1,000, there is a category we belong. But before I go there, let me paint a picture for a $1,000 investor. Let's go into Loomx. This is the Loomx account. And let's take an example of this order record. This order record started with $1,000. Like you are able to see, it's now $1,150. But before the auto invest, the invest profit was brought back, it only, so far it has made $263. Meaning that I'm not looking for someone who says, let me invest for $100 for 100 days and I just get back my capital. You are also not yet a good risk taker, because after getting up your capital, you'll just start afresh. Your risk appetite is still very low. But I'm speaking to someone who wants to earn a significant amount out of the business. Not these people who join business, they earn some little money and they get excited. I'm speaking to someone, if you are listening to me and you have tried many things in life and things are not working out, you are the person I want to speak to today. If you are 30, you just need 5 years. And your life goes totally different. It is 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, and 2030. And by this time, 2030, you will still be here. You will not have died. You'll still be here. I remember when I started the business of Royal Q in 2021, I told my friends I was with, you better get serious in 2021 because in 2025, you will be available. And I told them that after 4 years, there will always be a better technology. And here we come. This is a better technology. It's better than the previous opportunities we have done because it has zero liability. But I still want to say the same thing. I want to remind you, this is not 2025, this is 2026. A cool reminder, by 2030, there will be a better technology than Loomx. And you will be there, and some of you will still be broke. So I want to give Loomx a benefit of doubt because of the approach. It's not because I went on Zoom and saw the CEO. I want to give them because of the technology. Because of the technology. They're using 3 technologies. The compounding is an increased benefit of doubt. But they're using 3 technology. Number 1, the AI that makes the decision. I usually call this the brain of the business. Number 2, the DeFi, that is the engine that introduces smart contracts. In short, smart contracts meaning, ladies and gentlemen, it is a code, it's the law that gives you a guarantee of that 1% per day. It's a smart contract. Then the zero knowledge proof, that is the shield of their business. Go and do your personal research, read about AI if you're not familiar, dig deep into DeFi if you're not familiar, go and dig deep into zero knowledge proofs if you're not familiar. With these 3, and their ability to show their transactions that they do, both those are profitable and those that are not, that builds my confidence to make a $1,000 investment, a $1,000 investment. And when I make the $1,000 investment, I don't want to participate and live the same way I came. I'm this kind of a person who wants to go in a business and change my life and change my friends' lives. That's all. I don't want to just be a participant. I don't want to live in a life where I just come and I die. That's not me. But if it's you, you are listening to a wrong person. I'm not this kind of a person who wants to live and then die and live my dreams here on this world. My formula is simple. Live fully, die empty. I want to die with my goals, my dreams. I want to die when people on my barrio are smiling. Along the journey, yes, I know there will be those who will misunderstand opportunities and they fail to understand what they are being part of, and they will always be lamenting about their past. It's none of my business. It's their approach to life. Because they went to school, studied hard, and every teacher they met told them failing is bad. So once they fail, they start lamenting about their failures, sing about it like nobody's business. But I believe that everybody in the world understands that failing is part of success. And if that is not your phenomenon, then you are listening to the wrong person. But with that in my understanding, I know that when I fail and I stand up, I better land on a fucking good opportunity like Loomx. That's all. So with that in mind, I decided to go solid and strong and go in with $1,000. For how long? For $360. And with this mindset, I want to compound this in a simple way. So I go to a compounding calculator and I understand. Why do I choose compounding? I know some of you, you don't want to do self-education, but go and read a book called The Compounding Effect. I struggled so much financially for so many years until I understood the power of the compounding effect. The power of the compounding effect is the ability and the power to realize that small actions done consistently with discipline can bring extreme results. The other day, I asked my friend, he asked me, Julius, why don't you join a gym? I told him, man, I know that I may not be a fan of gyms, but I know I walk a small distance every day, and this has kept me healthy. I don't need to do a lot to be successful. I just need to do simple things repeatedly for a long period of time, and that's how I become successful. I don't expect shortcuts. I don't expect jams. I don't do a lot to become successful. I do small things repeatedly for a long period of time. When I do them enough, man, I don't need your fucking gym. I just need to walk a small distance, but I'm committed to do it every day for a long period of time. I don't need to waste my time in gyms and lifting heavy weights. It's not my caliber, man. And I have lived this life since I read the power of the compounding effect. Now, when I come in with my $1,000, I don't want to participate like small boys and girls who are just excited to make some money. I want to make it phenomenal. I want to make it a life-touching power on my body. I want to make things that turn my life around and my friends. I just want to play like small boys playing in markets and just being available. So whoever has started with less than $1,000, I want to get you where you belong. Not because you don't deserve to invest more, but your approach to business is not effective. It's not efficient. You just want to participate. You are a trier. Ladies and gentlemen, there are three things in life. Let me talk about them here. And it's called commitment. I want to talk about commitment. There are three levels of commitment in life, and this is what differentiates those who make it in life and those who just keep trying. Ladies and gentlemen, there are three people in life. One says, I will try. But for the last fucking years that you have, maybe you are 25, maybe you are 30, 40, 50, man, in all your life, you have been just trying. Everything you start, you have been trying. You have been trying, and for the times you have tried, I was listening to a young man who told me, I told him, look here, bro. Yes, it is true. I invested in ONF, and I invested $25,000. Cool, man. I invested in Aura, okay, and I invest $5,000. This is close to $30,000. And I was like, but bro, why do you take huge risks? That's why I'm where I am. I'm where I am because I love taking risks. Because when I participate in projects, if they don't win, it is a lesson, man. It is a lesson, and I don't repeat my previous lessons. I learn from them. I grow from them. I become better. I become better because they make me better. I learn from my lessons, and I don't repeat my previous mistakes, and I like it. So when I come here with my $1,000, man, I want to have life-touching income. And by the end of 30 days, I will have $40,000. Cool. And if Loomx for the next 360 days, if it still continues after my investment, I'll take off 10,000 and return 30,000 in the game. I'll take off 10,000 and return the 30,000 in the game. The goal is to see if I could turn this to $1.2 million. If Loomx launches officially in May, they're making money, they're earning 20%. Because usually my biggest question in any business is to find out if the company is making money. Loomx is making money. That's good. So if they continue in 2028, I can turn my $30,000 to $1.2 million. I take off 10,000 because I came with 1,000. Then I get back in the game much more stronger with $30,000. That's a good lesson. Now, having said that, I want to come back and speak to somebody who is on the call and you cannot afford $1,000. You like it, but you can't afford it. I have in the past read about a philosophy that I want to talk about here, just maybe for learning purposes. Just maybe for learning purposes. And the philosophy is simple. It is called need versus want philosophy. Need versus want philosophy. It is a philosophy. It's a philosophy that everybody needs food, but it doesn't mean when you sit in a restaurant because you need food, you will eat food. Because everybody needs a good car, everybody needs a good house, everybody needs good things. But ladies and gentlemen, you must want it. And wanting, ladies and gentlemen, goes back to a philosophy that I've talked about in the past that is called financial diagnosis. You need to understand yourself. If you can't invest $1,000 by naked proof, you are broke. You may hate it, but the faster you face your realities, the faster you grow. You are broke. That's all. It's not a big deal. It's not a crime. I've been broke before. I know how it feels. I have made $500,000 online. I know how it feels. So I've been broke before, and I know how it feels to make money. So I belong in all areas of life. But I also understand that it gets back to you understanding the 3 S's of life, 3 S. And the first S is suffocating. Question, are you suffocating financially? You can't invest $1,000. You are suffocating financially. You just need to know it. You just need to accept it and move. You find it hard to pay your bills. You can't pay your water bills. You can't pay rent in time. You can't take your children to school. Man, it's hard for you to eat what you want when you need it. Man, dump shit. You are suffocating. And unless you sit down with your mind and understand that you are suffocating and you stop pretending, you know, most of you pretend. You want to pretend that you are doing well, pretending that everything is okay, pretending that life is moving as normal. Man, can you sit down your mind and work on it and stop living a life of pretense? Who are you trying to prove? Who are you trying to prove? Wake up. Why do you want to prove other people about your financial stability, yet down in your heart, when you are sleeping alone in your bed, you are sweating? Things are not moving your way. The goal, ladies and gentlemen, is never to look rich. The goal is to be rich. Stop creating status that you are doing well, yet you are suffocating. It is okay not to let the world know what you are going through. It is okay not to let the world know how your life is moving. But it is okay for you to accept that you can't invest $1,000 and you are suffocating financially. And nobody, I want to remind you, not government, no government is going to redeem you from that situation. I want to remind you, it's only you and you who's going to do this for yourself. And if you are suffocating, get it crystal clear. Understand I'm suffocating. Number two, the second S is surplus. No. Sufficient. Sufficient guys, sufficient women. Congratulations. You are into working class. Man, you're driving a nice car, beautiful. You can pay your bills. You are taking your children to school. But you are also rotating in a rat race. You cannot do anything else apart from paying your bills. You are just having sufficient. But the reason why we invite you into extraordinary opportunities like Loomx, we don't invite you because we care so much. I want to pretend here. We invite you, ladies and gentlemen, because we believe in you. We believe in your dreams. We believe in your potential. That's why we invite you. And we invite you only because we believe this world could become a better place with taking risks. And the risk gives you the ability and the power to have surplus. That's why we call you for ordinary looking opportunities like this, so that you can have surplus. Why is surplus key? Why do we believe that it is important for people to have surplus? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you die, I want to remind you, when you die, they say 1990 to 2035. What is important? The importance is not when you were born. The importance is not when you die. There is something small but very significant, the dash in between. The dash sits with memories. The dash sits with the love and the care you provided for your loved ones. But if you don't have surplus, you can't. Paying bills and dying is dumb shit. This is not a life you can be able to live. You pay bills and you die. You went to school, you have a degree, no sense. You have a PhD, it's okay. You have whatsoever you have. But man, the significance and the surplus we are talking about gives you power to be a blessing to the unfortunate. The unfortunate, the people who cannot be able to get their lives better, you either provide them with an opportunity or you provide them with what you can afford. But if you are seated and you are also seated, you cannot help someone. You need to stand up and you need to get your finances ready. So Loomx gives you the power to come and take a risk of $1,000, ladies and gentlemen, and turn it to 40K in 1 year. If you're not interested, it's okay. Stay where you are. Nobody's forcing you. Just go and find where you are financially, because that's where you operate from. Hey, am I too tough? Are you still there? Are you still there? Hey, sometimes I'm very tough. Hey, are you still there? Give me some thumbs up if you are running, or I should stop. The guy is killing me. I think he came for me. He might have looked for me. He's looking for me. He's looking for me. Yeah. I don't need you. I just want to speak to your heart. So those of you guys of ONF, go claim your tokens. Like I've showed you, go claim your tokens, get them to your wallet. Get done, move on, wait for the next procedure. I'll discuss that later. Okay, I want to continue. I just want to continue. Okay, now, I was speaking to somebody who can't afford. So you only have $100. You only have $100. to $990. This is what you can afford. Look here, if you can't afford $1,000, this is what you need to do. I want you to go and sit down and write two things. Number one, to succeed in life, ladies and gentlemen, you need a burning desire. I don't know what you want to achieve today in this year, but you need a burning desire. You need a burning desire. A burning desire. Let me tell you something funny. When I had a burning desire to have my first sex intercourse, when I had the burning desire, man, to have my first sex intercourse, I was like a madman. Hey, man, it was crazy. I was hungry. So you need to have hunger. And when you are hungry and you have a burning desire, you don't care. You speak to girl A, she says, I'm not interested. Damn, you are broke. You are broke. And one friend of mine asked me, Julius, why do you work hard? I'll tell you a small story. I'm calculating my time very well because I need to end the next 15 minutes. One day, there is a beautiful lady. I have kept her on my heart for a long time. But let me share this story. I met this lady as she was living in Kampala city at an area called Bakuli. I will not go into so much details about her. And I met her. She gave me her number. And when she gave me her number, she gave me a call. And she said, hey, Julius, how are you? Right? I have a request. I need 50,000 Ugandan shillings. I was like, okay. Now, the next day, I told her I'll provide that money tomorrow. And the next day, I made a sale. I sold something and I was paid 53,000 Ugandan shillings. This is very small. It's around $15 to $20. I'll take it. $15. And I had a friend of mine, Brian, and both of us were hungry. So Brian said, bro, let us send her 30K, $10. And we go and eat these 5 men. We are broke. We are hungry. Hunger is killing us. I agreed with Brian. I sent 30K. And the lady blocked me. He gave me a call and said, find your status. Stay in your lane. Find your status. You can't afford 50,000. Man, I don't date broke men. Hey! Hey! I was like, you are joking. I made a decision in my life from that day that I will do my best and never be broke again. I even looked for her and I drove her in my first car, in my second car. I will not even include, but I looked for her. But you know, that insult changed my life. That insult changed my life. It was a right criticism, but but I said I will never be broke again from there and then. But okay, so you need a burning desire. And on the burning desire, I want you to have two sides. I want you to write things you hate first. What do you hate? Man, I hated it when someone I loved asked for something and I wouldn't provide. I no longer can live that life because I can now have some good money with me. every single day. I want to be grateful to God about that. I can pay my bills comfortably. I can take care of my family comfortably. I cannot desire something and do not make it happen in my life because of cryptocurrencies, and I'm very grateful. And I believe Loomx is going to turn me into another human being that I hate, because every level, there are things you hate about yourself. There are things I hate right now about myself. So I want you to write them down on one page. On the second page, I want you to write things, your goals, your ambitions. Tomorrow I'll talk about something else that you need to do, what we call the KPL. I'll discuss it later. But write things you want to do this year. Make sure the things you want to do are smart. They should be specific. They should be specific. For example, I want to buy land. Let me say 50 acres of land. How much does it cost? Okay, each costs 10 million. So you need 50 million. You are specific, you are measurable, you are realistic. Now give it a time. If your investment of $1,000, when it gives you 40K, it can give it a risk, give it a try to help bring your dream. But if you cannot afford, like I said, the other side, you have things you hate. Now, these things you hate, you need them on your other page because they'll give you burning desire. The things you hate will give you hunger because you're already angry of your current situation. Write them down. Keep it around you in your pocket. Keep it around you wherever you are. Look at it, what you need, Now, that's why it costs me nothing to do a video about my Loomx on my status, on my TikTok, everywhere. I want to speak to everybody about the business. Why? Because when they start, I'll make some good money. Let me share my account, proof of doubt. 25 days ago, I joined Loomx 25 days ago, and it's crystal clear. I want to show you. 25 days. This is crazy. I made a decision 25 days ago. I got started in Loomx. This is not too much, but Loomx has paid me 5,151 USDT. And this money sits on my wallet. I'm not broke. I can pay my bills around. Let me see how much so far today. Okay, let me get him. This is one of the sweetest passive incomes. Already $120. The day ends at 3 a.m. my time. Okay, even if I make $300, that's 1 million Ugandan shillings a day. Okay, so let's get back here. It has paid me $5,151. And man, I don't need to do anything. The money sits in my wallet. This is crazy. It's crazy. The money, the shit sits in my wallet. This is crazy. Crazy. I don't need to do anything. I don't need anything. It keeps on flowing like water. Every time. Every time. It keeps flowing like water. Man, question. Is my investment growing? Is my compounding growing? Am I compounding? Yes, of course. I'm compounding my investment. I'm compounding my investment. I'm compounding my investment. And once it hits 1 year, I need it back. This will pay me a minimum. Let me compound it with you. Let me show you. Let me share my other phone. I'm about to finish right now. This will be $3,000, not so much. Man, this will be 121,374. What will I do? I'll return $100,000 here on the 21st of January. And this will push me to $4 million. by 2028. So if you have things you hate, you have things you love to do this year, I'd recommend you to speak to anyone who breathes and takes oxygen about Loomx. Nothing much. Nothing much. But those of you I have spoken about ONF and Aura, the best is yet to come. I don't want to exceed here unless I have my upline on the call. If you are here, let me know. But if you are not, it's also okay. I have no problem. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. A quick reminder, if you are in ONF, please go provide some BNB to your account. It's not going to be easy, but put some BNB, claim all your tokens to your wallet. Those of you doing Loomx, share Loomx with someone. I want to wish you a super weekend. Love you all and good day.